welcome to my channel. We shall be talking about running the major scale on all the keys. So just follow the step as I explain. Now we shall be making reference to the key of C. I would like us to follow this sequence as we run through it. It is understood that each key on the keyboard is a semitone, which means semi simply means half, semicircle, like in our basic mathematics. So each key on the piano is half, 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 and so on. So we are going to be making reference from our key C on how to run your scale, your major scale. Okay, what you should take note of is, firstly, is that each key is a semitone, which is half. Semitone, semi basically means half, just like we know in our basic mathematics, semicircle, that means half a circle, which means, yeah, making reference to it here, we can say this is half, another half, another half, another half, another half, and so on. So it means half plus half give us 1, which is this 2 key. Half plus half plus half give us 1 and a half. Half plus half plus half plus half give us what? 2. Half plus half plus half plus half plus half give us 2 and a half. Now, for you to, the first step to take for you to run this scale successfully on any of the key, you are going to identify your reference key, which I want us to make use of key C at the moment. So when you have chosen your key of convenience, you are going to call that a root, just like in agriculture where something starts from the ground, it is called a root. So when we have a root here, you are going to take 2 halves put together, which will give us a tone, then another tone, a semitone, another tone, and a semitone. I'll repeat that. If you make reference to your key, for example, which is key C here, key C becomes our root, just like I said earlier that in agriculture, when a plant is growing from the ground, it is called its roots. So this is the root key. Our root key here is key C. Now, the sequence is such that you identify your root key, which is key of C, for example, that we are doing here. Then you go to a tone. A tone means 2 keys put together. If you are to get a tone from your roots, it's going to be this and this, which is going to be your key of D. From this side, we are going to get another root, another tone, which is going to give us key of E, because this plus this gives us this. Then from this side, we are going to get a semitone, which is going to be this. Then from here, we are going to get another tone, which is half plus half. Then it will be key G. From key G, we are going to get another tone, which will be half plus half, G sharp plus A, and A gives us the tone. Then lastly, it's going to be another tone, which is A sharp and B, then a semitone, which is our root key C. Now I want us to go over it again. Your roots, which is key of C, then we want to get a tone from our root, which is D. Now for us to achieve that, we are going to consider C sharp and D, but D gives us the tone. Then another tone, which is D sharp and E gives us the tone. Then from E, you are going to run a semitone, which means half. Then half, as we know, is just a key, which is F. From F, we want to achieve another tone, which is F sharp and G gives us the tone. Then from G, we are going to run another tone, which is G sharp and A gives us what we want here. Then from here, we run another tone, which is A sharp and B. Then B gives us, then lastly is a semitone. Quickly, I would like us to give it a try, as we call these our roots. 1, 2, tone, a semitone, a tone, another tone, and lastly a semitone. Quickly, I'll run through that again. Our roots, which is the key of C, a tone, 2 keys put together, D, another tone, 2 keys put together, which is E, a semitone, which is Fa, a tone, G, another tone, A, another tone, B, and then back to C. Now, if we want to make reference to tonic sulfur, we are going to call that do. I'll come back again. Do. I'll say that again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Now this do is a higher do. If we should continue like this progressively, it will give us that if you start on a particular key, for example C here, and you did not end on C, it shows that you have omitted something, and each omission costs you a lot. It means you are playing off the key. So I'll do that one more time on key C before I progressively do that on other keys too. Root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 and a semitone. Again, one more time. Root, key of C, tone, tone, a semitone, tone, 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 a semitone. I would like us to go to another key and give it a try, the same sequence. Root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 a semitone. We'll do that again quickly. Root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 a semitone. Now we'll go to the next key, which is key of D. Root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 and a semitone. If you follow carefully, you notice that you can hear do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do on different key. I'll repeat that on the key of D again. D, that's do, do. You try as much as possible to call your root key do, whichever way it sounds. Do. Now we have root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Now going back to the next key, root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Now if you follow this sequence accordingly, you will notice that you can play the major scale successfully on all the key. Quickly, for those lovers of F sharp, I'm going to go quickly to F sharp and run the scale for you. I'll explain it a bit for clarity because I noticed that most keyboardists like play on the key of C, F, and F sharp. So for the lovers of F sharp, here's for you. Root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. I'll come again. Root, tone, tone, a semitone, tone, 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 a semitone. Lastly, I'll do that again. Root, tone, tone, a semitone, tone, 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 a semitone. This is one of the major things a keyboardist as a beginner needs to understand. This is what will help you to avoid playing with transpose. Transposing in the sense that you are playing a different key on another key. For example, if you lack the ability to run this scale successfully like we have done, you won't be able to play with for a singer who is singing on C, for example, and playing on another key. So you need to learn this carefully so that if your singer wants to modulate or do whatsoever, you would conveniently, as we know, we the lovers of transpose, you start looking for transpose. But if you can follow this consistently with a consistent practice attitude, you'll be able to gain mastery over this. I'd like you to drop what key you want us to run this scale for you, your convenient key, your most convenient or your most favorite key on the keyboard to avoid the use of transpose button. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.